So I'm packing up to head to Kentucky. This packing event is a little different than the others. I'm leaving in about 12 hours, about 4 a.m. I'm gonna grab my dad, we're gonna go do some plumbing. We've got everything staged, trailer with the side-by-side on it. We got it fixed, toolbox for the new truck, and as soon as it pulls in, we're gonna hook the trailer on, mount the toolbox, load everything up. Dad and I are back here in Kentucky, and today we're working on plumbing. This cabin that we're working on now is supplied, it's water, completely from the rain. But we're gonna get kind of the inside of things done today, and maybe we'll take a look at the tank and the water system. We put that in another video, kind of a little bit at a time. It'll all start to make sense and come together. I'm getting some supplies now. Dad is up getting started, and we'll go see what he's up to when we find what we need. Okay. Ah, there's plenty of room under here. In the middle. Oh. Ouch. Camera died this afternoon. We've been filming over here by this tank. I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you what we did. This is the mechanical closet. It's currently full of all of our tools because we thought it might rain. So the water itself is stored in this tank, and it comes from the roof. So we'll put a gutter up here. It'll run down into the tank, goes underground there, and up into this mechanical closet. We got all these sewer lines put in. That first 3-inch there is the toilet. Comes through here, that's where the kitchen sink ties in. This is the vanity sink in the bathroom. Shower, that's the vent for the whole system. Come around here and you can see where it drops down. We got a clean out in there, and it goes underground. So after this goes underground, here where these 2 green lids are, there's a big concrete tank buried under the ground, septic tank, little flags of the distribution box there. And then it goes off next to the dozer here, and down that clearing are the laterals for the septic field. It's a little hard on this trip. It's just Dad and I out here. I'm super lucky to be able to spend this time with him. He's a huge help and very knowledgeable. Hopefully you guys can hear me over this side by side. But it's just the 2 of us, so I'm having to, well, work and not film. But hopefully we'll get something put together you guys will enjoy. So both of these cabins, and the shed, I guess, run 100% on rainwater. Where we're at here in Kentucky, they have actually stopped installing new water services. And they said they will not do any more hookups because the water's kind of a problem. So aside from being remote here, we just can't get it. You know, we do have city water at our Sunset Ridge cabin, but man, it comes out like a drinking fountain. There's just not any pressure, not much volume up here because we're higher than the water tower. So they're talking about making some improvements, but I don't think they'll happen. I don't think they'll happen in my time here. So we've got this alternative way of doing it. You know, it's really no different than any other, like a traditional plumbing system in your house. It just comes from somewhere different. So whether it comes from a well, water tower, you know, city supply, whatever it is, doesn't make much of a difference. The pump doesn't care. In our case, we chose rainwater. And it just comes from the sky and the roof, I guess. It's really pretty back here. This is what we're gonna do. I think the next build. It's a little hard to talk about the order. George and I were here a couple videos ago and showed it to you guys, but I just love it back here. Super quiet and private. All right, well, the camera died when we were starting to film this yesterday, but we're back now. You can tell by the pile of tool mulch in there. This took a long time in this area. So in particular, what you guys missed is mostly trips to the hardware store. This water filter here has hose threads on it, and then it goes to national pipe fitting to the MPT. So it was a real struggle of finding adapters that fit, and PEX crimps and washers, and kind of had the same problem over here on the pump. That's what this is. Got the water heater in screwed up. It was just kind of a mess of things that don't belong together and making them work. We spent quite a bit of our time in that closet and underneath here doing all these waste lines and hooking the plumbing pipes, the wiring for the water heater, And a little space heater that's gonna go in there. Wasn't much to look at. Here in Kentucky, the power lines are right behind you guys there, and it is free to hook this cabin to the grid. So I like the idea of the off-grid stuff, but I don't think the systems are dependable enough for us to do it. Solar here in the woods is not a great idea. And this is free to hook this up. You have to pay for the usage, but it is 100% free for the installation. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to go buy a lot of off-grid solar equipment and things like that. Also, I just don't care. So today is the last day for Dad and I to get some plumbing done. We've been working on the electric too. Like I said, we have the meter here for the electric service. You do have to have that inspected here just to make sure it has a disconnect. So we called the inspector, and he came right out that day. I didn't expect that at all. We weren't even finished with it. We didn't have the ground rod in, but he passed us anyways, so we're good with that. He's they use independent inspectors here in Kentucky, and this guy's been out here several times for our other builds, and he's kind of a nice older guy, short little guy, and but his name is William Perry, which any of you who are from our area, birds are loud, no, that's the refrigerator Perry. They don't look anything like each other. You could Google that if you don't know who I'm talking about.
There's the refrigerator. The rookie from Clemson, Perry, 308 pounds or so.
Yeah, shower's bled. The shower was on, so blue water all over the place. The rest of them look pretty good. So it's right here. Oh, I got a drip. Is it just from the shower wall getting blown? I think we're good. Well, the plumbing's done and we had no leaks. Super proud of that. So we're gonna try and get this electric service wired up so that I can call the energy company and they could come do their thing with a pole and a transformer and all that. I've got the approval stickers. We had it inspected. So we just gotta run the service wires in here, tie them into the panel, and we just leave them hanging loose out the top. Dad is cutting in the exhaust fan for the bathroom. It'll actually be the exhaust fan for the entire cabin because it's very small. And then we're gonna do some connections inside with the electrical, and I think we'll be done for this trip. That'll be awesome. It's like a restaurant. I was saying I'm not making this electric off-grid, but currently it is off-grid. It ain't going nowhere. So what a great trip for Dad and I. We got all of the plumbing roughed in, the pump hooked up, the tank, everything. That was our goal. In addition to that, we got the electric service up and the entire inside of the cabin roughed. So we are ready for installation. I'll come back with the guys in about 2.5 weeks here, and we will get the rest of the siding on and finish the exterior. And then I've got a guy, I think he's gonna do some more spray foam insulation for us after we leave. Should be good. Stay tuned and we'll see you then. Thanks.